The average motorcycle rider replaces their chain every 15,000 miles and calls that normal. It is not normal. It is the result of 3 habits nobody taught them and 1 lie the parts industry profits from every single time. A properly maintained motorcycle chain will run 50,000 miles without complaint. Today, I'm giving you the exact habits that get you there and the mistakes that are costing most riders 3 chain replacements for every one they should need. Why most chains die at 15,000 miles. A motorcycle chain does not wear out because it is a consumable. It wears out because of what is happening to it between rides. Dry metal grinding against dry metal at highway speed. Grit embedded in the links, working as an abrasive against the sprocket teeth on every rotation, and tension running outside the correct specification, transferring load incorrectly through every single link for thousands of miles. None of those failure mechanisms are inevitable. Every one of them is a maintenance choice. The rider who replaces their chain at 15,000 miles made that choice without knowing it. The rider who gets 50,000 miles made a different set of choices from the first day they rode the bike home. Here is exactly what those choices are. Habit 8. Clean before you lube. Most riders lube their chain and call it maintained. That is not maintenance. That is sealing dirt inside the links with a fresh coat of lubricant on top. Every chain cleaning routine starts with a degreaser, not a lubricant. Use a quality chain cleaner on a brush to remove the accumulated grit, old lubricant, and road contamination from the entire chain before you apply anything new. Work the brush into the inner links where the rollers contact the sprocket. That is where the abrasive contamination accumulates, and that is where it does the damage. Apply the degreaser, work it through the chain, wipe it clean with a rag, and let it dry completely before lubricating. The 5 minutes you spend cleaning before lubricating adds more life to your chain than the lubricant itself. A chain running on fresh lubricant with last month's grit still embedded in the links is not a lubricated chain. It is a grinding machine with a thin film of oil on top. Habit 7. Lube the right surface. Lubricate the chain's inner surface. After cleaning, most riders spray lubricant on the outside of the chain where they can see it coating everything. The outside of the chain is not where the chain needs lubrication. The inside is. The chain contacts the sprocket at the inner surface of the rollers. That is where metal meets metal under load on every rotation at every speed. Lubricant sprayed on the outer surface looks thorough, flings off onto your rear tire and wheel within the first few miles, and leaves the surface that actually needed it dry. Apply lubricant to the inner surface of the lower chain run with the wheel off the ground. Rotate the wheel slowly by hand and work the lubricant into the links as the chain moves through your application point. 1 pass around the full chain on the inner surface delivers more useful lubrication than 3 passes on the outside. It also keeps your rear wheel and tire clean, which matters for grip. Habit 6. Lube at the right time. The timing of chain lubrication matters as much as the method. Most riders lube their chain before a ride because that is when they think about it. That is the wrong time. Lubricate your chain immediately after a ride while the chain is still warm. A warm chain has expanded slightly, opening the gaps between links and allowing the lubricant to penetrate deeper into the rollers and side plates than it can on a cold chain at room temperature. The lubricant also flows more easily into the inner surfaces when the metal is warm and has lower viscosity resistance. Lubricating before a ride means the lubricant sits on the surface and flings off under the centrifugal force of the first 10 miles. Lubricating after a ride means the lubricant penetrates while the chain is warm, sets overnight, and is where it needs to be when you ride the next morning. That timing difference compounds over thousands of miles into a measurable difference in chain life. Habit 5. Check tension every 600 miles. Chain tension is the most frequently ignored specification on any motorcycle, and the one that causes the most expensive cascade failure when it drifts outside the correct range. Most riders check tension when they notice the chain slapping against the swing arm or when a mechanic mentions it at a service. By that point, the damage is already accumulating. Check tension every 600 miles against the specification in your service manual. This is not an estimate. Take the actual measurement at the specified point on the lower chain run using a ruler. Your service manual specifies the measurement location and the correct range in millimeters. Every motorcycle has a different specification, and using the wrong number is as bad as not checking at all. A chain running too loose slaps against the swing arm, creates impact loads on the sprocket teeth, and in extreme cases can derail entirely at speed. A chain running too tight puts constant load on the output shaft bearing, the swing arm pivot bearing, and the chain itself between the contact points. Both conditions accelerate wear on every component they touch. Both are invisible until the damage is done. Both are prevented by a 2-minute measurement every 600 miles. Habit 4. Replace the chain and both sprockets together. This is the habit the parts industry profits from most when riders ignore it. A new chain on worn sprockets accelerates wear on the new chain from the first mile it runs. The worn sprocket profile creates uneven contact across the chain links, concentrating load at specific points rather than distributing it evenly across the full contact surface. Riders who replace only the chain to save money on the sprockets are buying a chain that will wear to the condition of the old one in half the time. The sprockets they saved money on will destroy the chain they paid full price for. The economics only work in the parts store's favor. Replace the chain and both sprockets as a complete set every time. The front sprocket wears faster than the rear on most motorcycles because it has fewer teeth in contact with the chain at any given moment, and each tooth therefore carries a higher proportional load. Inspect the front sprocket at every chain inspection and replace the set when either sprocket shows hooked teeth or asymmetric tooth wear, regardless of where the chain measurement sits. Replace the set. A complete chain and sprocket set costs between $80 and $200 depending on the motorcycle. 3 premature chain replacements from running new chains on worn sprockets cost more than 2 complete set replacements done correctly. The math is straightforward. Habit 3. Use the right lubricant for your riding. Not all chain lubricants are appropriate for all riding conditions. Using the wrong one is as damaging as using none at all. The lubricant category matters significantly on a motorcycle in ways most riders never consider. Because the label says, chain lube, and that seems sufficient. For road riding in dry conditions, a standard wax-based chain lubricant provides adequate protection and minimizes fling-off onto the rear tire. For wet weather riding, a wet lubricant with higher viscosity and water-displacing properties is necessary because a standard wax lubricant washes off in rain within miles of application. For off-road or adventure riding in mud and dust, a dry lubricant that does not attract particulate contamination is the correct choice because a wet lubricant in those conditions accumulates grit and turns into an abrasive paste. Running a dry condition lubricant in wet weather strips the chain of protection within the first wet ride. Running a wet lubricant in dusty conditions builds up a contamination layer faster than cleaning intervals can remove it. Match the lubricant to the conditions you actually ride in, and change your lubricant selection when the conditions change. Habit 2. Adjust your cleaning interval for conditions. The 300 to 400 miles cleaning and lubrication interval is correct for road riding in normal conditions. It is not correct for every condition a motorcycle is ridden in. Adjusting the interval to match actual riding conditions is the habit that separates riders who manage chain life actively from riders who follow a schedule regardless of what the chain has been through. After any ride in rain, clean and lubricate immediately regardless of mileage since the last service. Water displaces lubricant from the inner surfaces of the chain and accelerates corrosion on the link plates and rollers. A chain that ran wet for 50 miles without relubrication has experienced more wear than the same chain in 500 miles of dry riding. After any off-road riding, clean immediately regardless of mileage. The grit and debris that embed in a chain during off-road use are more abrasive than anything accumulated during normal road riding. Every mile ridden after an off-road session without cleaning is a mile of accelerated wear. After any period of storage, clean and lubricate before the first ride. A chain that sat for 3 months has experienced lubricant breakdown, potential corrosion on exposed metal surfaces, and stiffening of the O-rings in O-ring chain designs. Riding it without servicing first compounds whatever deterioration occurred during storage. Habit 1. The pre-ride chain check. Every serious mechanical failure on a motorcycle has a moment before it becomes expensive when it was still cheap to fix. For the chain, that moment is visible every single time you look at it before a ride. 30 seconds before every ride. Stand beside the bike and look at the chain. Look for any section that appears tighter or looser than the rest. A chain with a tight spot has a stiff link that is not flexing correctly and is accumulating load at that point on every rotation. Look for rust on the side plates or rollers. Surface rust on a chain that was properly lubricated last week is a chain that got wet and was not serviced after. Look at the front and rear sprocket teeth from the side. Hooked teeth that have developed a wave profile rather than a symmetrical shape are sprockets that need replacement before they take the new chain with them. None of this takes more than 30 seconds. None of it requires tools. All of it catches the early signal that the alternative, a chain that derails at speed or a sprocket that destroys a new chain in 3,000 miles, does not give you. The riders getting 50,000 miles out of a chain are not doing anything exotic. They are cleaning before lubricating, lubricating the right surface at the right time, checking tension every 600 miles to the service manual specification, replacing the complete set together, matching lubricant to riding conditions, adjusting their service interval to actual riding, and looking at the chain for 30 seconds before every ride. That is the complete difference between a chain that lasts 15,000 miles and one that lasts 50,000. Start the clean before lube habit today. Check your tension this weekend and never replace a chain without replacing both sprockets at the same time. If this saved you money, subscribe, drop a like, and tell me in the comments. How many miles did you get out of your last chain?